Here's the Charmander that I was referring to when we talked about the Charmeleon card. This one also a mint. So if you compare the two, this one had a little bit better centering, but 8.5 on the surface for both of these, and that's interesting because any Hidden Fates card that I had was sleeved and it went straight from the pack to a sleeve. So I'm really surprised that they're complaining about centering or about the surface, but they would know better than I would. So we have two mint cards from stack really nice. What's going on, everybody? My name is the Pokemon Master, and today we're gonna have a little bit different type of video for you guys. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, you would know that today I have received Pokemon cards, but they aren't normal Pokemon cards. They are graded cards from CGC that I sent in about a month ago. I sent them in, I think, the end of August, so it took about a month to get them back. I sent 15 of some of the cards that I wanted to get graded that haven't been graded already. I have used PSA in the past, but now I'm using CGC. I just like the look of them better, and CGC, in my opinion, is the most accurate when it comes to grading of cards, so they're a lot more strict. So I wanted to give them a try. This is my first batch from them ever, so I'm very curious to get these open. If you follow me over on Instagram, you would know that I had posted a digital image of one of the cards scanned that they did for me. So I know that I have at least one gem mint. That one was a 9.5, and a gem mint from CGC is about on par, in my opinion, with the PSA 10. So I'm really anxious to get these open and to see how many gem mints, how many 10s I got. I'm not sure that any 10s will be in here. I think every card that I sent in on this batch, I don't want to say they had centering issues, that they all had centering issues, but I know a couple for sure were not centered good at all, so I don't expect too high of a grade on those, but I'm hoping for around, I don't know, 9s or so. Look at this, they double wrapped it. Okay. Let's see what's in here. But apparently they package them very nicely. Let's see, this opens up on this side. All right. There we go. Well, I saw one of the grades. Well, let's get this centered here, if I can. All right. I'm just gonna start pulling from the back. It looks like yeah, let's just start grabbing them. I think what I'm gonna do is cover up so here's what they look like from behind. I'm gonna get this out of the way. Here's what they look like from behind. Really like the casing on these. So as you can see, I don't know, just a little bit of dust or cardboard or something on them, but as you can see, the centering on this one looks pretty good. It left to right looks good, top to bottom it looks good. I think I'm just going to cover up the tops of them, flip them around, and then reveal the gray that way. All right, so this is from Hidden Fates. I sent in my best Charmander, my best Charmeleon, in hopes of getting as close to a 10 as possible, and for this one they gave me a 9. A 9 on the centering, 8.5 surface, corners 9.5, edges 9. So no 10 subgrades on this one, but still an overall good card. Looking at the centering, the front looks pretty close. It might be slightly to the left, but the back looks pretty good too. So one thing about CGC that they told me, so I'd heard some rumors on Twitter that they have computers that help them measure the centering. So I don't know if they're talking, like millimeters, smaller than that, but I mean, they're very strict when it comes to centering. So to get a perfect 10 on centering from CGC is going to be very difficult. So here's the Charmander that I was referring to when we talked about the Charmeleon card. This one also a mint. So if you compare the two, this one had a little bit better centering, but 8.5 on the surface for both of these. And that's interesting because any Hidden Fates card that I had was sleeved and it went straight from the pack to a sleeve. So I'm really surprised that they're complaining about centering or about the surface, but they would know better than I would. So we have 2 mint cards from, they stack really nicely too. Got 2 mint cards, 2 9s from Hidden Fates. All right, let's take a look at this one. Centering on this one looks slightly to the right, so I don't think this one's going to be a 10. All right, this is also from Hidden Fates, a Glaceon GX. This one also got a 9 mint. Centering 9, 9.5 surface, 9 corners, 9.5 edges. So this is the best card in terms of, there's no 8s for the subgrades for this one, so still a nice looking card. I think most of these were from Hidden Fates. Alright, take a look at this one. This is the promo card that you would get in the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. So I sent in my best looking one of these, and all of them were pretty poor when it comes to centering. So yeah, this one got a 9 overall. 9 centering, 9 surface, 9.5 corners, and then my first 10 subgrade on edges. So I absolutely love the look of this card. Alright, so on this one. This is probably another Hidden Fates. I know I probably got 3 or 4 more from Hidden Fates in here. It's an Espeon. This was one of the better looking ones that I had sent in. I was hoping for a 10 on one of the evolutions because they're pretty valuable right now. Let's take a look at this one. There we go, a gem mint. So 9.5, not quite a 10, but a 9.5 from CGC, in my opinion, is equivalent, if not better, than a PSA 10. Just being with how picky they are, it is so hard to get a 10 from CGC. You have to have 3 of the subgrades rated as a 10 to get a 10. So if you have 3 of the 4 that are 10s, they call that a pristine 10, and then if you get all 4 10s, they call that a perfect 10. So it is very hard to get a 10 from CGC, but I'm hoping there's a 10 in this box. If not, that is okay. I know that they are extremely strict when it comes to their grading process, so you know that if you pull a 10 from, if you're able to get a 10 from CGC, you know that that is one of the best cards out there on the market, period. Alright, centering on this one looks a little high, so don't expect a 10 on this one. This is also from Hidden Fates. This is the, maybe it's not. I don't remember. Yes, this is from Hidden Fates, I believe. This one got a mint 9, so the centering on this one got an 8. And if you look at the front of it, I don't know how easily it's going to come through, but it is definitely to the right on the front. The back doesn't look too bad. I guess it is a little bit that way as well. But there we got 2 10s, so we got 10, 10, 9.5, and then the centering. So I mean, if I got a little bit better centering, let's say that the centering was a 9, this probably would have been a gem mint 9.5. So looks like we were up to 5 mint 9s and then 1 gem mint 9.5. So no 10s yet, but also nothing lower than a 9, so that's good. Also from Hidden Fates, Sylveon GX, another one of the evolutions. This one also got a mint 9. Centering pretty poor. There are 2 10s and a 9.5, so that's good. But it's just the centering that are holding back. All these cards from Hidden Fates are just very, very tough to. Now, being that they rated this a 10, that a 10, 9.5 on the edges, and then an 8.5 centering. This card possibly is a PSA 10. Had I sent it into PSA, could be worth a 10. But I think the slabs from CGC are better. I know that their grading process is a lot more strict than PSA 10. So I really hope that the Pokemon community, really starts giving CGC a look and starts sending cards their way, because they're more accurate, plain and simple. All right, this one came from Unified Minds. This is one of my favorite rainbow cards that I had. I was really skeptical on sending this in because I didn't think it was going to be a 10, but this is one of my favorite rainbow rares that are out there. So Looks like it got a mint 9, which is actually better than I was hoping for. I was figuring this one might have been an 8 or an 8.5, so centering on this was pretty poor. They gave it an 8.5, which quite honestly is better than I thought I would have got, so I'm not going to complain at all. It's definitely over to the right on the back. So like when I was going to send this in, I'm like, ugh, should I? I don't really want to receive anything lesser than a 9 grade, but I'll take it. I'll definitely take it on that card. All right, and then on this one, centering hair to the right, so. All right, so this one, this is just a plain old Charizard GX. I think this one is from Burning Shadows, if I remember right. Just a Charizard card. Any Charizard card that comes out of any set, I'm gonna send in and get graded. Just because the hype around Charizard is absurd. So he's not necessarily one of my favorite Pokemon, but he's the highest demand card out there. So I'm gonna start sending all my Charizards in. This one also got a mint 9, centering pretty poor. Everything else 9.5 or higher. So can't complain about that. But man, it's just the centering on these cards, and centering on Burning Shadows specifically is very bad. So if you're able to pull a Rainbow Rare, that Rainbow Rare Charizard GX from Burning Shadows, and you got a good centering grade, you have one of the better cards out there. All right, this one's from Cosmic Eclipse. So Galio and Lunella GX. I think the centering on this one when I sent it in was also kind of iffy, but it's a Rainbow Rare, and any Rainbow Rare that I'm pulling from any set I'm sending in to get graded. So wow, this one again got better than I thought it would, so I'm not going to complain. Another mint 9, centering 8.5. If you turn it over, it's sitting a lot lower than it should be. So right to left looks okay, but it's definitely sitting low on the back. When you look at it from the front, you can also see that the border on the top is a lot more thicker than the border on the bottom. Left to right is okay, but the centering top to bottom is pretty poor. But still, it was a rainbow card, so I was sending it in. All right, looks like we got 5 cards left here. Hopefully we can get some better than 9. It looks like 9 is the 9 is the most popular grade that we're getting here so far. This is a gold card, Tapu Koko GX from Hidden Fates. One of the 4 gold Tapu cards that you can pull out of that set. So I guess in addition to the rainbows that I'm getting graded, I'm also grading all my gold cards. So let's see what this one got. This one also got a 9. Centering, again, the thing that's holding it back. Got a 10 on the corners, 10 on the edges. The surface is a 9, but the centering, 8.5. Just so hard to get a good card that has proper centering. So all right, we have, let me see, we got 4 cards left. I have 10 9s and 1 9.5. We have 1 gem mint card. Hopefully things pick up here. All right, on this one, gold card. This one is from Mount Coronet. I'm trying to remember. This might be Hidden Fates. Yeah, I think it is. This is alternative artwork from one of the older sets. I don't know if it was Ultra Prism or what it was, but yeah, pretty sure this is a Hidden Fates card. Boom, there we go. Gem mint, 9.5. Not a 10, but well, this card didn't get anything lower than a 9.5, so we got 3 9.5 grades and then 1 10. Look at that, a perfect 10 centering. Wow, that's shocking. I didn't know that I had sent any cards to them that was going to get a perfect 10 on the centering. So just looking at the back here, yeah, top to bottom they look equal. Left to right they're definitely equal. And then on the front, yeah, centering does look pretty damn good. So wow, that's the first 10 centering that we've gotten, and it's our second gem mint card. So again, this would definitely be a PSA 10 if you sent it into them. But again, I like CGC, so that's who we're going with. All right, 2 gem mint cards. Let's see if we can keep that going. All right, this one is from Evolutions. This is a Mega Venusaur EX, the full art textured card. I absolutely love these cards. I do know that the Charizard from the set, that is a 9.5 gem mint. Hoping that this one gets a similar grade. I think when I had sent this in, I was worried about the centering on the Venusaur. Yeah, it looks like it might just be a hair to the left, but let's flip it around and see. Oh wow. Oh wow. 9.5. That's really surprising. Awesome that we got another gem mint card, but I was really worried about the centering on this card, and apparently my eyes are deceiving me. I don't know. I had thought that it was definitely not only shifted over to the left, but even slightly rotated to the left. It looked to me that it was thinner up here and thicker down here on the left side, but apparently the computer assisted system that they use at CGC has a better eye than I do. So wow, that's our third 9.5 gem mint. This would be a PSA 10, but 9.5 from CGC. All right, 2 cards left. Let's see what we got here. See if we can't pull a 10. Nope, definitely not going to be a 10. The centering on this one is to the right. Let's take a look at this one. This is that Charizard I was talking about. So I already know that the centering on this was a 9. This was a gem mint, 9.5. So this one got 9 on centering, 9.5 surface, 9.5 on the corners, and 10 on the edges. So this is the scan version. This is the card that I had posted on Instagram, the digital scan. So wow, 4 9.5s. I'll take that. Hoping that this last card is a 10, but if it's the card I'm thinking of, I don't think it is. Nope. This is definitely not a 10. I don't even know if this one's going to be an 8, 8.5. Yeah, the centering on this one. This was the worst centered card, and the grade there is an 8 shows that. I was really worried when I had sent this one in, but I'm like, it's a rainbow rare. We got to send it in. I only have one of these cards, so if I pull a better one that has better centering, I'll send that one in. So overall, we got only 1 card out of the 15 were below a 9, which I'm really happy about. I was really worried about pulling cards that were lower than a 9, and I only ended up getting one of them. So we got a lot of 9s. Some of these would, I bet almost half of these would probably grade as a PSA 10. So these definitely would, no doubt about it. You can see here the lowest grade on this one is a 9. Lowest grade on the Venusaur is a 9.5. Lowest grade on Mount Coronet is a 9.5. There's 3 of them. Lowest one on this one is a 9, but the other ones were still high enough that they overall gave it a 9.5. So we're happy about that. Yeah, as you can see here on the Venusaur one, there's 2 9.5s, 2 10s. That still is a 9.5 according to CGC's algorithm. You have to get 3 of those subgrades as a 10 to get the card to a pristine 10. So that is it for the cards that came from CGC. If you guys have stuck around this long, I did want to announce a giveaway. Out of all these cards that you saw graded today, so we got the Rainbow Rare Mega Sableye Tyranitar, Gold Tapu Koko. Got the Rainbow Rare from Cosmic Eclipse. We got the Charizard GX from Burning Shadows. Mewtwo and Mew GX Rainbow Rare from Unified Minds. And then these Hidden Fates cards, we have Sylveon, we got Mewtwo, we got the Birds, we got Glaceon, and we have the shiny versions of Charmander and Charmeleon. 2 cards from Evolutions, the textured ones, Venusaur and Charizard, they're Mega Evolutions. The gold card from Hidden Fates, Mount Coronet, and then also an Evolution Espeon shiny card from Hidden Fates. Out of all those 15 cards, which one of these is your guys' favorite? Not necessarily your favorite grade, obviously being one of these high ones, but what's the favorite card that you guys have out of here? The first one who picks their favorite card that matches my favorite card from today's opening will win a free Darkness Ablaze full artwork set. And definitely be tuned into the next video that's going to come out after this one on Monday, because that one is going to include some Elite Trainer box openings from Champion's Path that are going to be delivered to me tomorrow. So thanks very much, guys, for your support thus far. I want to say that we've hit 200 YouTube subscribers already, and we're over 1,000 followers on Instagram. So the channel is growing quickly, and I greatly appreciate it. Keep sticking with me. I'm going to keep on putting out more great content for you guys. Until next time.